everybody. I'm doing a Zodiac reading for those of you who are Aquarius. And I'm going to go ahead and relax here. We're going to see what Spirit has to share with all of you for the month of August. Okay, here we go. So I see a child and there's tears. I mean, very noticeable tears. They're not kind of accumulating into this perfect little stream down the face. They're almost like beating up on the cheeks, but it's kind of oddly pretty. But there's tears and there's a child crying and they're sitting on the floor, and it looks like they're sitting on the floor of like a broken house. I mean, it is a broken house. It totally is. The house has a broken window. It has a broken door. It looks like there's black mold on the walls. Child is in the corner of the room. But the tears, like, what are these tears about here? I mean, are these even real tears? So this entire image, it shifts, and it's like it was a picture in a book. And a big hand just comes and then just scratches that, and it takes the picture and it crumples it up and it throws it away. So we're going to start with a new idea now, I guess. Okay, what do we got? Oh, wow, this is multidimensional. Okay, there's a sort of a woman spirit, and she's very elevated feeling. Kind of magical too, like a sorcerer. And there's a huge white light that shines from the third eye. It's really a large, I mean, it's pure white sphere, and it just glows right there. And she's just levitating towards me. And I experienced the need to go deeper here. But we can't just look at the scene from the surface. We can't just make an analysis by just looking at the picture. We actually have to go into it. We have to go deeper than this. I mean, we got to understand. I mean, are these real tears? Is this just an idea? Was this merely an illusion? Was I thinking back to a time when I was a kid? Did it really look like this? Or did it just feel like this? And why did it feel that way? I mean, it feels like we need to really go deeper here. And this levitating woman, sorceress, I mean, she's very elevated feeling. I mean, very elevated. Not making a lot of noise, but there's a high and mighty vibe, but she's not egotistical. She's just elevated, and she's coming towards me. It's hard to understand what she is expressing. I'm just experiencing her here. So now a page appears, and it's almost like I'm an artist and I'm sketching a new scene. But this time I'm taking it one step further. I'm not going to re-sketch the original scene. I'm going to work with something new, and I need to work with new ideas. But I have no idea where to start. I have a pen full of ink, and it's an olden day pen. It's like you could dip it into the ink and then you would, but it's a scratch. It's like putting it on a page. It's really pretty looking, and it's with ink, and it creates a really cool looking image. We have one image that is broken, okay? This image is repaired. This image is healthy and healed. This time the girl is standing up and she's smiling. She's wearing a dress. It has flowers on it. It's a long-sleeved dress. She has long hair. She's smiling at somebody. The window is not broken. The doors, the walls, there's no black mold here. Everything feels very comfortable, very peaceful, very charming. The way you would always want it to feel. And this is the one page that we want to keep. We don't want to work with the brokenness. We don't want to. We're going to take that image and we're going to let go of it, because we want to work with what is healed, what is healthy. And we want to I mean, this is the image that we are choosing to connect with. There's still something difficult here. And I still see the woman it feels like a time for reflection, a time for taking a look at the scenes of life. What do we want to work with? The encouragement is to anything that feels broken in your life. I mean, the encouragement is to really focus on what could feel really balanced. I'm still examining this here. It doesn't satisfy me enough. This message doesn't. I feel like there's a detail that is missing. Because it's okay to take a look at what doesn't work in life, right? It's okay. We can't just crumple it up and throw it away because we're learning about ourselves by taking a look at what's not working. But we have to be honest with ourselves. I mean, am I crying because I'm really sad, or am I crying because I'm not getting my way, or am I crying because life needs to be this way and not that way and it's not fair, or am I crying because I'm happy? I mean, we got to actually ask the questions, not just reacting to life. We have to actually take a look at the honest truth of what is really there. Do you know how sometimes we can over-exaggerate? And we would say that it was such a horrible nightmare of an experience, but yet we're missing some of the best parts of those details. Like, the baseball game, they lost. It was a really long game. It was so hot, I was sweating. But what about the hot dog? What about the time you spent with your kids? What about the fact that you actually gave yourself the opportunity to go enjoy a baseball game? What about those details? Do those details matter? Yes, they do matter. So we have to really be realistic here. What is it that we are truly going through right now? Are we over exaggerating it? Are we being honest with ourselves? But it feels as though we need to look at the bright side of things. You need to be looking at the bright side of things. But there's clearly an opportunity for reflection here too. I'm going to go look at this woman for a minute. I just want to try and figure out what she's all about. Mastery. Something having to do with mastering. A master of... She just uses the word mastery. So to master your experiences, to master your vulnerabilities, to become a master in what you came here to do and to be. She is a master. And she's also reflecting about the third eye and magical senses. And going beyond what is just the human world, going into a spirit realm experience, going beyond the senses. So how would you draw something that is beyond you? Because she's showing me yet a new page. And this is not sensical. We understand what a house looks like. We understand what tears look like. We understand what happiness looks like, what people look like. But if we go beyond anything we've ever known, how would we even draw what that looks like? And she's saying that mastery is also an unknown experience. You have to step into the unknown of what you think that you have mastered in order to continue to master it. So you feel like you're the best at this thing. Well, are you? Or can you even become better still? There's always an unknown pathway that you hadn't thought about yet that gives you the opportunity to become an even more extraordinary master. And so there's a page of the unknown in this book, and that is a reflection of what is the pathway you haven't thought of yet, and what ways can you master what you're working through. And she's talking about psychic connection or spiritual connection as well, going beyond the senses to access new ideas. I like her. She's not, she's very natural feeling. If you wanted to talk to her, great, but she's not going to try to get your attention. And she's very solid within herself. She knows who she is, and she's going to be that. And she's not going to bend the rules for anybody. She's going to be very true to herself. I like that about her. I mean, there's a reason why she's showing up. So how are you being true to yourself? So this is the message for Aquarius for August. Gives you quite a lot to think about. A bit of a mind maze, huh? Okay. I hope you enjoyed this message. Thank you for participating in this journey with me. Okay. If any of you are interested in working with me one-on-one for a psychic session, please visit me at my website at abbeynormalswisdomquest.com. Thank you all for watching. I wish you all a wonderful day.